I didn't get a good enough look at you back there. Now I see why my guards had trouble with you.
Well, they weren't exactly easy.
I'm sure they aren't what mortals like you are used to. You must be someone special.
You're acting pretty nice for someone who just tried to kill me.
Consider that a misunderstanding. It isn't every day I see a new face in my realm, much less one as lively as yours.
So, Elysium belongs to you?
After the rude introduction I gave you, I can't blame you for not knowing. Let me apologize. Ross can attest. Usually he's the one that does the biting. He would want you to forgive me too. Tell me your name. Let's begin again. On the right foot, this time.
I tend to take attacks against me personally.
I understand your mistrust, but I want to be friends. This place is paradise, after all. There's no room for enemies.
This place is beautiful. I'm Cassandra.
Then I give you my official welcome, Cassandra. Let me tell you what's customary around here. This place is mine. I know every flower, every face. I alone let them in. But there's something here I don't want.
You mean me?
No. There's a beast loose in Elysium, and it belongs to Hades. If it gets to him that his wife stole one of his immortal mounts, it'll be a disaster. But I didn't steal it. I won't go near the things. They brought me down here in the first place. No, someone wants me to look bad, and I need that horse gone.
The Hades? I'll take it you aren't a happy couple.
He's tried, of course, to bond with me. But what can he expect out of a prisoner? Love? That's just stuff of legend.
You think someone would do this to you?
It's highly unlikely the thing got in here on its own. I have to remember Elysium is my paradise, not everyone else's.
I'll see if I can find the horse for you. What does it look like?
You'll know it when you see it, trust me. Not only is the beast immortal, but he is terrifying.
Horses don't scare me. Has anyone seen him lately?
I heard screams coming from the Asphodel Arboretum. Perhaps he's scaring civilians. Bring it to my stable boy, the jockey of Artemision. He'll know how to send it galloping back to the nightmare it came from.
Let's go. That looks like a good place for a horse to take shelter. Come on. Wonder what's wrong with them?
Don't come any closer. You're all scaring my horse. He's just a gentle creature.
Have you seen your horse? The others ran away screaming.
Leave it to a blind man to see what's right in front of him. Of course I haven't seen it. I'm sorry. These are hard times.
I'm afraid I won't make them any easier. I have to take that horse from you.
You can't! First Persephone takes my sight, and then you take Orphe? Our friendship was instant. I heard the neigh of a fierce horse. I approached him, unafraid. And he licked my palm.
Did you say Persephone blinded you?
She had one of her godly soldiers fry me with fire. It was punishment for telling others what I thought of this paradise, and somehow it got back to her. Said I didn't deserve to see the beauty she created.
She's not supposed to be in Elysium.
Are any of us in a realm that boasts perfection but shows only deceit? Have pity. Let him stay with me.
All right, you can keep him. But it's a risk. He could be caught.
A risk I'm willing to take. Oh, Orphe, when we're safe, we shall ride together in the fields.
Good news, I take it. I know Hades will be missing his beast.
Everything's taken care of.
I'll have one of my generals check up with my stable boy. I hope the creature didn't scare him too much.
Not at all. Rest assured. Better pay that stable boy a visit to cover my tracks. You must be the jockey of Artemision. Nice horses.
I keep them clean and pretty, just like Elysium. I tended horses in my old life too.
Then you're just the boy I need to talk to. I have a favor to ask.
What favor?
If Persephone or any of her people ask, I need you to tell them that I brought a big, scary horse to you.
A scary horse? We don't have those here.
Then you'll have to pretend. There is drachmi for you if you do.
You're silly. We don't need drachmi in Elysium. You're sure you're from around here?
Of course, I knew that. No matter what, you need to do what I say.
Why do you want me to lie?
Because if you don't, I'll make sure all of your horses get out of their pens and run away to Tartarus. Understand? Tell them I was here.
Fine. Just leave my horses alone.
Ella.
Keeper, you found my workshop after all. I know it may not look like much, but it's home.
I told you. You can call me Cassandra.
In front of the staff? Ha! But I'm glad you came. There's much to show you in this great land.
I thought Elysium honored heroes. I even thought this is where I'd want to come one day. But this land isn't great. It's just... haunted.
Ah! Persephone has endowed this land with a beauty only she could provide. Let me convince you. Walk with me.
Maybe you're right. I need to clear my head. Where to?
I consider myself a keymaker. One of my keys might interest you.
What do you do in your workshop?
Invent. All of reality's secrets are hidden behind doors. My inventions act as keys that unlock those doors.
You reveal the secrets behind them.
Ah! You're as wise as Pythagoras. But why discuss what we can see for ourselves? Observe. Way up there. Persephone's first keep. If only you could have seen it when it was new.
It seems like most of Elysium is in ruins. What happened?
This place is beautiful, as are all of Persephone's creations. But it is a world that changes at her whims. When I see decay, I know she needs us at her side more than ever.
Ride, Phobos! Come on.
imagine all the heroes who have passed through those golden fields, basking in the glory of eternal peace. Each thinking they'd see nothing more beautiful, only then to set eyes on Persephone. Look there, Keeper. That encampment is the site where Ps4 built a home for Aphrodite.
Doesn't look like much now.
It stood tall until Aphrodite met their child Adonis. His ability to wreak havoc with a wink and a smile is second to none.
Let's go.
Come. That cave leads to a key I built for the staff. Consider it our secret. The key...
What happened to me in there?
Imagine for a moment. Inside you, inside all of us, are parchments twisting like ribbon. On those parchments is written the story of who you are, who you were, and who you will become. Does that make sense?
Like everything else here, I don't understand any of it.
Let's call it the fates then. Your fate is predetermined, but what you experienced in there was... key I built that can unlock it and allow you to control it. I've built many.
Thank you. I'm not used to doing this on my own. On the Adrestia, I had Varnavas as a guide.
Ah, well, I hope it's a long time before I meet him here. I'll leave you to your adventuring. You're welcome to come back to my workshop anytime.
Here, Hermes. What happened to me in there?
Imagine for a moment. Inside you. Inside all of us are parchments twisting like ribbon. On those parchments is written the story of who you are, who you were, and who you will become. Does that make sense?
Like everything else here, I don't understand any of it.
Let's call it the fates then. Your fate is predetermined, but what you experienced in there was a key I built that can unlock it and allow you to control it. I've built many.
Thank you. I'm not used to doing this on my own. On the Adrestia, I had Varnavas as a guide.
Ah, well, I hope it's a long time before I meet him here. I'll leave you to your adventuring. You're welcome to come back to my workshop anytime.
Here, Hermes.
Look there, Keeper. That encampment is the site where Ps4 built a home for Aphrodite.
Doesn't look like much.
It stood tall until Aphrodite met their child Artemis. His ability to wreak havoc with a wink and a smile is second to none. Come. That cave leads to a key I built for the staff. Consider it our secret. The key may...
What happened to me in there?
Imagine for a moment. Inside you, inside all of us, are parchments twisting like ribbon. On those parchments is written the story of who you are, who you were, and who you will become. Does that make sense?
So this twisting ribbon defines each of us. And what happened in there changed what defines me.
You understand? With these keys, you can unlock the secrets inside you, and wrest control from them. I've built many.
Thank you. I'm not used to doing this on my own. On the Adrestia, I had Varnavas as a guide.
Ah, well, I hope it's a long time before I meet him here. I'll leave you to your adventuring. You're welcome to come back to my workshop anytime.
Here, Hermes.
Off we go now. Ella.
You look concerned.
I'm worried about Persephone.
I haven't been here long, but I've already heard people want her overthrown.
You have? What do these humans expect from her? I'd heard some of the more ungrateful delinquents are planning to rise up. Imagine!
These ungrateful delinquents, could they be right?
Ah, you give them too much credit. Still, Persephone needs protection.
Don't look at me.
There's a friend of mine and your father's, Kyros of Xarax. He's a strong and honorable warrior. He's been abducted, but if we could free him...
You're suggesting we make a human Persephone's bodyguard?
With Kyros at the ready, the humans will think twice before attacking one of their own.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were in love with Persephone.
No one understands her the way I do. Adonis, she's a cruel despot. To her husband, she's a trinket on his arm.
And what do you see?
Me? Oh, I don't know. I've never had anyone ask me before. She's... everything.
How do you know this, Kyros?
He was an aide, of sorts, to your father. Every great painter needs a hand to crush their pigment. That was Kyros, a warrior.
Say no more. I'll find Kyros for you.
Ah, I knew I could trust you. While you're gone, I'll arrange a meeting with Persephone. Bring Kyros to the heart of Elysium. We'll be there.
Got to be careful not to get spotted. Kyros of Zarax. Hermes sent me.
That keymaker is predictable. I'll give him that much. So... How do you get that staff?
Ps4 was my father. Things happened. Now it's mine.
Ah, that right? That makes us family. I knew the man well.
I heard. This way. Persephone's waiting.
Persephone herself? This is going to be easier than I thought.
Wait. What's going to be easier? All right, Kyros. Let's make this quick. You said this is going to be easier than you thought.
Since we're basically family, I'm trusting your honor. I work for Adonis.
But you were caged by humans.
Yes, and Hermes found out about it. Right around the time Persephone was coaxed into deciding she needs a bodyguard.
You talk about honor? You set up this lie and used me as a mule to infiltrate Persephone's lair. I expected to meet a warrior.
Before I met your father, I had 4 sons, each a warrior. When my third boy fell in battle, there was only guilt. I'd cried all my tears for the first 2.
Go on.
And with the 4th, I felt longing. Sadness had become my only friend. And I had no one left to grieve. Warriors don't bring peace. They bring sorrow.
So by getting behind Persephone's defenses, you think you can prevent war? You could convince her to surrender or distract her while Adonis escapes.
Anything but battle. But before we go to Persephone, I have to send confirmation this plan worked. Will you take me?
Fine, but be quick. We need to go to Persephone and Hermes. They're waiting. You really think you can save lives?
sure how death works in Elysium, but suffering is eternal. And that is something...
Come on. Yeah! Let's go. Yeah! Yeah!
That's all of them. Let's keep moving.
Once Adonis hears my plan work, maybe he'll stand down.
Hurry, Kyros. We need to get back to Hermes, or Persephone might suspect something.
I hear Persephone likes to test her new recruits. And I've got a bit of a temper. If you see me turning red...
I'll think of something. Move!
Where have you been? No one keeps Persephone waiting.
Kyros delayed us. Ask him.
I'd been locked up for ages. You know how our queen feels about filth. I didn't want her judging us, judging you for being unpresentable.
Explain it to Persephone. She's waiting.
I'll make sure she knows this was entirely my fault, not yours.
I'm sorry I was ungrateful. Kyros will make a strong guard. Thank you again, friend.
Here, Hermes.
Keeper, I've been robbed. These are dark times for Elysium. Those delinquent fools have robbed even me.
What did they take?
I fashioned a key, a recipe if you will, for an eternal flame. I intended to gift it to Persephone. With it, she could shine her light, even in the underworld.
An eternal flame could bring order to this chaos.
You understand her burden better than you let on. By enduring her sacrifice, Persephone keeps us safe in the underworld.
So write the recipe again.
What I wrote took lifetimes. We can't let it stay in the hands of humans who would use it against her. Keep her. Cassandra, we have to steal it back.
I'll take back this recipe, but only because I don't think anyone should have access to a flame that never dies.
These are desperate times. You've seen the cloud these delinquents cast on our golden fields.
I said I'd get it.
Ah, I thank you.
An eternal flame sounds more...
I began writing the recipe with your father.
Why do you go to these lengths?
Since these humans started acting against her, she's been suffering. When she suffers, we all suffer.
Hermes, has it occurred to you she might just be using you?
Of course not. She simply needs someone to rely on. She needs me.
I'll find the rebels.
That's all I ask. If...
This looks like the scribbles of a madman. But it's been ripped. Where's the rest of it?
Good, you're just in time. A woman in Stroma needs your help.
Unless this brings me closer to taking down Persephone, I'm not interested.
Haven't I made it clear we share that goal? Helping the woman will breach Persephone's power.
What's special about her?
She's an orator who'd be willing to join Adonis's rebellion. That man has beautiful lips. But a silver tongue like hers is necessary to inspire the public.
Then it sounds like we need her. There she is.
Elysium is a Who are you? Who sent you?
I'm an ally to Adonis.
Don't speak of the rebellion so loudly. Persephone has ears everywhere.
Just tell me what you need me to do.
Free the villagers being held captive in Persephone's broken daydream. My son, Theron, is working there as a guard against his will. It's like Persephone possessed his mind. Can you help him too?
I'll see what I can do.
Peperone, sinelfe.
This area will be well defended. Rise! Persephone no longer controls you!
Where's my Theron?
I freed him of Persephone's influence. He's joined Adonis's rebellion.
Wonderful news! I didn't know there was a cure. What of the other villagers?
They've made their way safely to Iapetos' ruins already. You'll find them there.
As promised, I'll join the rebels. What message would you like me to spread once I'm there?
Tell the truth about Persephone. Make sure the humans know her reign must end.
Your words shall be spoken. Thank you for your help.
The Silver Tongue is on her way to help the rebellion. She'll bring in plenty of recruits. Adonis will be pleased.
Relieving Persephone of her power is what's important. Don't concern yourself with that man's feelings. Or your feelings for him.
Have you seen him?
If you are truly so weak that you can't control the feelings you have when you look at Adonis, stop looking at him.
Why do you care?
Divine love affairs never end well for the humans involved. Stay out of them. And stay focused on the task at hand. Now, a young woman is suffering from a terrible affliction. She's agreed to help the rebellion if we provide a cure. However, Persephone long ago outlawed the water that can relieve this woman and destroy the last of it.
Let me guess. Or so she thought.
There are rumors that someone hid a final vial of it in a cave off of Hypnosis Path. Retrieve it and bring it to her.
Why would Persephone outlaw this water?
Her need for control has grown beyond understanding. What matters is that the humans of Elysium get the help they desire.
What is this woman's sickness?
The worst affliction that could befall a human in Elysium. A broken heart for eternity.
She's lovesick.
You know nothing of grief after death. It haunts humans with an intensity unparalleled on Earth.
I'll return when I've delivered—
Remember, it's forbidden. You...
Whatever this water does, people died trying to find it. I should try to stay out of sight.
You entered the cave. You must have found what was left of Lethi's water.
I did.
Oh, have mercy and let me have just a sip. I lost my wife in Tartaros and her screams still haunt me in my dreams. Please, put them to rest.
Well, I guess it can't hurt. But just a sip. Someone else needs this.
Who are you? Never mind. I don't think it matters.
Now to bring it to Hekati's contact. Let's hope no one notices me here. This looks like the place.
What's going on? False alarm.
Stop right there!
You're the contact Hekati described. Do you have Lethia's water?
I do, but what's so special about it? I saw a man lose himself after just one sip.
Humans here drink Lethia's water to forget their past lives and reincarnate back into the world of the living. But Persephone won't let any of us leave Elysium so long as she's trapped here too. I lost my soulmate. I can't go back in time, but I can forget that pain. Now, give me the water.
Here, drink this.
For you, my poor Theron. I'll join you in mindless bliss.
The Silver-Tongued Sun? Wait.
I must say, I feel a touch woozy.
How am I going to get you to Adonis now?
What happened to her?
She took a sip of Lethi's water. I gave her the last vial.
What? Why would you do that?
She didn't want to be sentenced to eternal heartbreak after losing her love in Elysium.
That I can understand, at least.
She mentioned her lover's name. Theron.
The Silver-Tongued son. But you cleansed him of Persephone's possession. They could have been reunited. I should let him know.
I've already received the And what did you ask Cassandra to do for you? Persephone. Rumor has it Lethi's water has once again entered circulation in Elysium. Don't you dare try to talk your way out of this. You are the only person who knows what Lethi's water means to me. I'm sorry. You would never understand the intricacies of a divine creation like Lethi's water. But I won't forget what part you played here. Persephone, I was only trying to... I'll be watching you more closely from now on, friend.
This wasn't about helping Adonis at all. You knew that woman would be no use to the rebellion after drinking the water.
The woman did promise her help. That wasn't a lie. As for my motives, I've told you from the start they are mine alone to know. But if humans so desperately desire to move on from their pasts, Persephone shouldn't make that choice for them.
From what I've seen, nothing good comes from drinking that water.
I wasn't asking for your opinion on the matter. I need some time alone, away from your mindless chatter.